yourself so much time, so much energy, and just hitting the nail right on the head. Okay, so that's what Consumer Lifestyle Show is. So if you run a business, if you are even an employee, you definitely want to stay tuned to this one, because I love the feedbacks you send me. I love how practical our conversations right here get, and you getting results. I'm definitely so happy about that one. All right, so we started this conversation like I said 2 weeks ago. Excuse me. We started this conversation 2 weeks ago on the 4 P's of customer service. Of course, before we got into the 4 P's of customer service, we started talking about what customer service really is and how people go, like, they feel it's just, being nice or being smiley. There's a lot that goes into customer service, when it comes to dealing with customers. It's not about just being nice. There are things that will determine if your customer is going to come back to you or not. And of course, the first point we talked about, very germane, and I think that carries the most part of this conversation on customer service, and that is promptness. No matter how nice you are, no matter how polite you are, no matter how cordial you are with your customers or even your prospective customers, when you're not prompt, they will leave you. Nobody wants their time or their money to be wasted. Okay, so I'm mentioning this again just so you don't forget. Promptness in customer service is very important. It's not just about smiling. There are a whole lot of people that get to say, but we treat our customers well, we welcome them, we even serve them drink, we serve them food, we serve them but then they don't come back. Why? Look at other things. Okay, apart from the product right now, because it could be the product. Apart from the product itself, maybe your packaging, your quantity and everything, your quality, and you feel like, and you have checked your product and everything is on point, and you want to start looking into customer service, please make sure you are wasting nobody's time. So when we're talking about customer service, the 4 P's of customer service that will help you, that's easier for you to work on when you're talking about customer service holistically, just think about this 4 P's like we talked about last week. First is promptness, second is politeness, the third is professionalism, and of course the last one is personalization. We have talked about promptness and politeness in depth, so we're just going to touch on professionalism and personalization, even though we also talked about personalization last week. It's just as easy as it sounds. Let's take it from there. So personalization, we get to talk about this anytime most times we're having this conversation on the Consumer Lifestyle Show, how you should address your customers as human beings and not just as transactions. What do I mean? Sometimes you walk into a store, you have conversations with people. If you run an online store and you're just talking to them as it's fine. There's a line between being professional and being carefree, not caring about your customers. You don't make eye contact with them if you have a physical store, or you just go straight to business. Sometimes, see, your customers, this happens sometimes. It happens to me, not even it has happened to me. It happens to me sometimes. So that you go into inquiries, maybe on Instagram or any other ad on social media, you're trying to make inquiries, you go and you're like, good afternoon, I trust you're fine, please, I'd like to make, you're all polite and everything, and they just, the attendant just disregards every other message you sent, every other greeting, and just go straight to telling you that you're making an inquiry on price of a product, and the next thing you just hear is 1.5, or you just hear 2.5 million. That's the only response you get. That is so tacky. It is not professional. You think you're trying to be professional by not responding to greetings, and that is being absolutely unprofessional. Please treat your customers, if their names, if they're using a social media handle that you have seen their name, try and address them. Or you can ask them, can I address you as, say, Bimbo? If there's a Bimbo in their social media name or in their email that they are sending to you, the address they're sending their emails to, if there's a name that you think that this might be their name, pick out that name and try to address them or ask them, can I address you as Bimbo? And then you go, oh Bimbo, this is what we offer, these are the prices we offer. It feels more personal. It works every time. Why do you think your banks, why do you think your other people that you get to deal with, your telecommunications network, why do you think that when they're sending you message, they get to insert your name into that message? You think they don't have any other thing to do? It's just to make it feel personal. And then you feel like, these people know me, or they actually know me. You know how good it feels when they're sending you messages on your birthday. You go like, oh, dear Blessing, it's your birthday today. We wish you, everyone at so bank, we wish you a happy birthday. You're like, oh, okay, so these people know me. Everyone loves that feeling, and you should give that to your customers. Absolutely. Don't treat them as just another transaction, okay? Try as much as possible to connect with them. Try as much as possible to get there, to win their emotions over. Don't forget that people buy on emotions. I tell you that no matter how precise they think, people at the end of the day buy on emotions. Now you now have to think, what is the emotion they're buying on? Is it because your quality is good? Is it because you actually have gotten them when they're supposed to be? Please just get personal with your customers, okay? It's very important. And we'll wrap up this conversation with this one, professionalism. Now, this is where everyone, or most people, know how to be professional when it comes to business dealings, but then we start to lose it where we have familiarized with a customer to an extent, or you feel like the person who has referred that customer to you is someone who's familiar, so you just throw professionalism into the wind and you just go it's good to be cordial. That's why I said there's a thin line between professionalism and personalization. Do you understand? You don't get too personal and you don't get too professional. You have to find a balance. For professionalism, it doesn't mean you shouldn't smile, you shouldn't make jokes, so you have to make jokes. Do you understand? But you should find a balance. You always have to find a balance. Be professional. Don't take the fact that, okay, so because this customer is a returning customer, oh, okay, they trust us, we have their loyalty, so you're unprofessional. You're not prompt. The service you're offering them just becomes loose just because you know that this is a long time customer. Please, you need to check yourself again when you're talking, when you're evaluating yourself, your customer service. 4 P's should come to mind. Am I being prompt? Am I being polite? Am I being professional? And of course, am I being personal with my customers? Am I personalizing my customers? Very important. So your professionalism skills in whatever field you're in, no matter how small, no matter how big, it is good. That is why it is good as a business to have your vision and your mission goal. For people who have problems pointing all of these things out, is because you don't have a vision, you don't have a mission statement, you don't have a goal as a business. You just let me start be doing this one before school resumes, and you're just doing it like that. It will definitely show in the way you deal with people. This one is not serious. This person is just catching cruise with this business, and they will move. Do you understand? So it is important to be professional, okay? No matter how close. I am saying this from personal experience. People start to misbehave. People start to lose professionalism when they get familiar with a customer. You see, when it's a prospective customer, when they're new, good morning, sir. Everything, all of the receipts comes in when they need to come in. All of the due processes are handled. Everything, they give you satisfaction. But then when they see you once, twice, 3 times, it's not this one. We'll go and stay. Let other people. They might get to tolerate it, but they might start feeling bad. Do you understand? And you need to be smart when it comes to professionalism. You need to understand what people are not saying. You need to understand, of course, like I said, professionalism and personalization, they go, they're close. So you need to understand. That's why you have to know your customers. You have to get personal with them to an extent. You need to understand the things that they are not saying to you, that you know that from the trajectory of how this person has been. This is how I'll categorize this customer, because no customer is the same. All your customers are different. Yes, they might be coming for that product, but they might be coming for that product for different reasons. So you do not use a one size fit all to just categorize them. You need to segment them according to their needs. You need to understand the things that they need, when they need them, and when they don't need them. You need to understand that, okay? And listen to the things they are not saying. Be professional, whether it's your friend that is dealing with you, whether it's your family member or a stranger. Be professional, okay? All right, thank you so much. We're wrapping up this conversation on the 4 P's of customer service. I hope that it will definitely go a long way in your business. My DMs are open if you want to send a feedback to me on our conversation. Always open on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at BEE_CHINWE. Again, BEE_CHINWE. Whatever you do, make sure in your business, your small business, your small online business, in your craft, even as an artisan, that your customer service is good. It will definitely keep people coming back. All right. Thank you